Hello and very good morning, everyone. Welcome to SSB Crack Exams. My name is Sakshi, and we are going to discuss the daily current affairs as on 2nd July 2020. So, before starting, let me tell you if you're preparing for defense exams, SSB Crack is best for you. It is a one stop solution for all the major defense related examination, be it CDS, NDA, AFCAT, Territorial Army. For more details, visit our website ssbcrackexams.com. There you can find the entire package of courses, mock tests, quizzes, and study materials. You can also follow us on our social media platforms. And please do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. You can also download our mobile app SSB Crack Exams from Google Play Store. Okay, so let's start with the question of the day from the yesterday's session. So I asked you why World Bank was established. That means what was the reason to establish the World Bank. So initially it was established and it was set up to provide the loan to help the rebuild the countries who were devastated by World War II. And later the focus of this, it was shifted from reconstruction to development projects, like with a heavy emphasis on infrastructure such as dam, electrical grids, irrigation systems and roads. So let's take a quick overview of what World Bank is. So the World Bank is an international financial institution that provides loans and grants to the government of the poorer countries for the purpose of pursuing capital projects. So it was created and it was established in 1944 by Bretton Woods Agreement, that is also known as Bretton Woods Conference. And along with that, one more institution was established, that is known as IMF. That means World Bank and International Monetary Fund, both were established by this particular agreement. Okay, so the World Bank is a parent organization for two institutions. One is named as International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, that is also known as IBRD, and the other one is IDA, that is International Development Association. So there are total like 5 institutions under World Bank group, but World Bank is a parent organization for these two particularly. Okay, so let's start our session. And the first article that we have today is RBI has announced a special liquidity scheme for NBFCs and HFCs. So NBFCs are non-banking financial companies and HFCs are housing finance companies. So the government has yesterday has approved a special liquidity scheme for non-banking finance companies and housing finance companies. And this is done to improve their liquidity positions in order to avoid any potential systemic risk to the financial sector. So RBI has laid down the eligibility criteria for the same. That means who can avail the said loans. So we'll look over that. So under this, any NBFCs, including microfinance institutions which are registered under RBI and which are registered under RBI Act 1934, or any HFCs which are registered with National Housing Bank under National Housing Bank Act 1987. Okay, so NBFCs has to be registered with RBI Act 1934 and HFC has to be registered with 1987. Any of these organizations, if they avail these following eligibility conditions, they can avail the liquidity. Okay, so the conditions are the compliance with RBI regulation on the capital adequacy. The second one is the companies whose net NPA is less than 6% as on 31st March 2019. The third is the net profit is in at least one of the 2 preceding financial years. The next is the company has to be rated as investment grade by a rating agency, and the company is not reported under SMA 1 or SMA 2 category by any bank of their borrowing during the period of 1 year prior to 1st August 2018. Okay, so these are the eligibility criteria that RBI has set up. So RBI, it will be providing funds for the scheme by subscribing to government guaranteed special security issued by the trust, and this scheme is going to be launched by the SPVs, and the total amount of such securities issued outstanding shall not exceed 30,000 crores at any point of time. Okay, so let's move ahead. So the next article we have is World Bank has approved a fresh funds for Namami Gange Project. So now the World Bank has approved a 5-year loan to the Namami Gange project worth rupees 3,000 crores, which is $400 million, and it is to develop and improve the infrastructure projects to abate pollution in the river basin. So this will be the second phase. So the second phase of the mission, it includes the spillover projects from the first phase of the mission, as well as the cleaning projects in the tributaries such as Yamuna and Kali rivers. So like in the second phase, the loan would fund 1,134 crores for 3 new hybrid annuity projects, and these hybrid annuity projects are in Agra, Meerut and Saharanpur for the tributaries of the Ganga, which are like falling in these particular 3 places. So far 313 projects worth rupees 25,000 crores, they have been sanctioned under the missions, and this will be the second phase for the World Bank to approve the Namami Gange project. Okay, so the next article we have is government has declared the Nagaland as disturbed area for more 6 months. Okay, so government has extended the disturbed area criteria. So government has done in exercise of its power conferred by section 3 of the Armed Forces Special Power Act, that is AFSPA 1958. So the government said the whole Nagaland is in such a disturbed and dangerous condition that the use of armed forces in aid of the civil powers is necessary. And AFSPA is operating in the state for more than 6 months now. It's been more than 6 decades that AFPA is being operated in the state. Okay, so now let's understand what is like disturbed area. Okay, so under section 3 of AFSPA, it provides that the governor of the state or the administrator of the union and territories or the central government, whichever, if they are of the opinion that the whole or any part of such state or the union territory is such a disturbed or dangerous condition that the use of armed forces in the aid of the civil power is necessary, then they can by like notification or official gazette, they can declare the whole or such part of such union territories or the state as disturbed area. Okay, so it is written under section 3 of this particular act. Under this, they can declare the area as disturbed area. Okay, so let's move ahead. Next article we have is Accelerate Vigyan scheme. So this particular scheme, it has been launched by Science and Engineering Research Board, that is SERB, and this has been launched. This is a new scheme which is called Accelerate Vigyan. It is to provide a single platform for the research, internship, capacity building programs and workshop across the country. So this AV, that is Accelerate Vigyan, it has already called for application under the Abhyas component of the winter session. So the objective of this interministerial scheme is to encourage high-end scientific research and prepare scientific manpower and a knowledge economy. So Accelerate Vigyan, it will initiate and strengthen the mechanism for identifying research potential, mentoring, training and hands-on workshop on the national scale. So the important takeaway is that who has launched this scheme? So this is launched by SERB. Okay, let's move ahead. So it is time to know the current COVID-19 situation in India. So I'll be telling you as per 1st July 2020. So active cases have reached to 2,20,114. The cured and the discharged cases, they have reached to 3,47,978. The deaths have reached to 17,400. Okay, so let's move ahead, and it is a quiz time now. So the first question in front of you is, RBI announces special liquidity scheme for which of the following? So we started in this session, the first article that we have started, that RBI has announced a special liquidity scheme for NBFCs and HFCs. So the answer will be both A and B. So okay, so next question you have is, World Bank approved the fresh funds for which of the following projects? So Gandak project, Namami Narmade project, Namami Gange project, or none of the above. So the correct answer is Namami Gange project. Okay, and it will be a second phase. And let's move ahead. So the next question you have is, Accelerate Vigyan scheme is launched by which of the following? MHRD, Ministry of Finance, Science and Engineering Research Board, or Niti Aayog? So the correct answer is Science and Engineering Research Board. Okay, so the next question you have is the provision related to the disturbed area under AFSPA Act is mentioned in which article? So in which section, sorry. So the correct answer will be section 3. Okay. So it is time for the question of the day. So the question for you is what is Namami Gange program? So you're supposed to answer this in the comment section. So we have already discussed the related things related to Namami Gange programs that World Bank has approved the fresh loans for the same. So just try to revise it and try to answer it in the comment section, and I'll be giving you the detailed answer in the next session. For that you'll have to stay tuned, and till then work hard. Jai Hind.